Me again. Hey guys, so this video I'm going to tell you all about exam number 3 and some things to look out for. Okay, so quick summary. In general, this exam number 3 is 3 hours long. It's 115 multiple choice questions. You need a minimum of 75% to pass. Not all questions are weighted equally, and go with your gut feeling with questions. Things to bring to the exam is a non-programmable calculator, your photo ID, a small piece of paper with your login and password, and a clear water bottle with no label. Anything other than that is a no-no. No hats, no headphones, no Apple Watches, no electronics or anything like that. And don't post to Facebook before you write your exam. So course number 3 I found was the most interesting course for me. It's the one that kept me like, oh, I want to go and read more about this. So it's more like applicable, kind of hands-on, kind of how you're going. It's a lot of how-tos. So this is how you fill out this kind of contract. This is how you do this. This is how you would do condominiums, or this is how you would do leases and rentals and things like that. So it was just more interesting to read how to do stuff versus the other courses. This exam had a lot of not questions, but not as much as exam number 2. So exam number 2 was about like 50% not questions. Exam number 3 was about maybe 35 to 40%, so not as much, but still it was evident. This exam has a lot of long questions. So the exam in itself is 3 hours, and I will admit I started to fall asleep during this exam too, but also because the questions are really long. So it's really wordy questions. So you have to take your time and read it like 2-3 times and then give your best answer. There's some questions, there's a good like 20 questions that are like one-liners and you'll know it, simple answers. But there's a lot of wordy questions that you really have to take your time reading through. So with this course, you really know your condo stuff. There's a lot of questions on condos and contractors and new builds, the Tory warranty and things like that. This exam is definitely the hardest of all 4, technically 6 exams. So you want to really make sure you take the time to prepare. Reading this course was not so lengthy. It's just the information was more complex, and just know your stuff. So one thing you want to take advantage of is using Pass It. They have some really good tips on hot topics for things you need to narrow down on when preparing for the exam. With this exam, I had 2 math questions. So I don't remember what they are specifically. I wouldn't tell you because I don't want to go down that road. But I had 2 math questions on this exam. I don't remember what they are specifically, but just know there's not too much math in the content, but the different maths in calculating rent, what can be charged for rent, things like that, or the premises that you want to zone in on that information. Again, follow what Pass It is telling you. They give some really good tips. So with this course, you really want to know your clauses. There's a lot of stuff on clauses. There's the GDS score and different mortgage things. Just know they're not testing you, because there's a lot of stuff on mortgage rates and figuring out this and that. You're not being tested on how to be a mortgage broker, okay? You're being tested on how to be a realtor. So there's a lot of information they spew at you that you're not going to use, or you're going to refer to other professionals in that field. So don't be too overwhelming or worry yourself too much about it. Just try and think of the perspective as a realtor. Is this going to be a good thing to know? Okay, maybe I should study it some more. Things like waterfront properties or the eviction process. They go over a lot of leasing information and who can be evicted, what can be evicted in the content. So those are probably good things to know for the exam. And that's it. That's all I'm going to go over for course number 3. Again, it's not a very long course, but it is a very complicated exam. It will probably be your lowest mark of the 4 theory exams, so just be prepared for that. But also another tip is to be a part of the different Facebook groups. I'm going to try and post them here or down below. You get a lot of good feedback. A lot of people give their experience on how they did the exam and different things they did to pass. So make sure you check those out, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.